Onika Tanya Maraj-Petty, born December 8, 1982, known professionally as Nicki Minaj, is a Trinidadian-born rapper and singer based in the United States. Early life. Onika Tanya Maraj was born on December 8, 1982, in the St. James district of Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Her father was Robert Maraj, 1956 to 2021, a financial executive and part-time gospel singer of Douglas, Afro-Trinidadian mother and Indo-Trinidadian father, descent. Her mother, Carol, is also a gospel singer with Afro-Trinidadian ancestry. Carol worked in payroll and accounting departments during Minaj's youth. Minaj's father was addicted to alcohol and crack cocaine and had a violent temper, burning down their house in December 1987. She has an older brother named Jelani, a younger brother named Micaiah, and a younger sister named Ming. As a child, Minaj and Jelani grew up with their grandmother in St. James in a household with 11 cousins. Carol was working numerous jobs in St. James before getting her green card at the age of 24. She then moved to the Bronx in New York to attend Monroe College, leaving both Minaj and Jelani in Trinidad with their grandmother. Eventually, when Minaj was 5, Carol got her first house on 147th Street in South Jamaica, Queens, and brought both Minaj and Jelani to live with her and their father. Minaj claimed she came to the United States as an illegal immigrant, although by the time she moved to the United States her mother and subsequently her father had lawful permanent residency. Minaj recalled, "I don't think I had a lot of discipline in my household. My mom motivated me, but it wasn't a strict household. I kind of wanted a strict household." Minaj successfully auditioned for admission to Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and Performing Arts, which focuses on visual and performing arts. After graduation, Minaj wanted to become an actress, and she was cast in the off-Broadway play In Case You Forget in 2001. At the age of 19, as she struggled with her acting career, she worked as a waitress at a Red Lobster in the Bronx, but was fired for discourtesy to customers. She said she was fired from at least 15 jobs for similar reasons. Other jobs included customer service representative and office management on Wall Street. Minaj recalls buying a BMW as a 19-year-old with the money from waitressing. Personal life. In her songs All Things Go and Autobiography, Minaj revealed that she had an abortion as a teenager. She has said that although it has haunted her, she stands by her decision. In July 2011, her cousin Nicholas Telemaque was murdered near his home in Brooklyn, an incident she references in her songs All Things Go and Champion. Minaj's father, Robert Maraj, died in February 2021 while walking along a road on Long Island in a hit-and-run accident. Charles Polovich, a 70-year-old man, was charged as the suspect of Maraj's death. Polovich was arraigned and charged with 2 felonies, which were leaving scene of incident involving death of a person and tampering with or suppressing physical evidence. 3 months later, she commented on her father's death in a letter, saying, "It has been the most devastating loss of my life. I find myself wanting to call him all the time, more so now that he's gone. May his soul rest in paradise. He was very loved and will be very missed." 5. Relationships. In late 2014, Minaj separated from her longtime boyfriend Safari Samuels, whom she had dated since 2003. According to Minaj, he had proposed to her, but she declined. Several tracks on the Pink Print are believed to have been inspired by the end of their relationship. Minaj began dating rapper Meek Mill in early 2015. In January 2017, she announced that she had ended their relationship. She briefly dated fellow rapper Nas in 2017. Minaj began dating her childhood friend Kenneth Zoo Petty, born April 7, 1978, in December 2018, and after less than a year of dating, filed for a marriage license in August 2019. She announced that they had officially married in October, hyphenating his last name to hers upon marriage. Petty was convicted of first-degree attempted rape in 1995. He served 4 years in prison and was required to register as a sex offender upon release. In 2006, Petty was convicted of first-degree manslaughter, for which he served an additional 6 years and 11 months in prison. In July 2020, Minaj announced via Instagram that she was expecting her first child. She gave birth to a son on September 30, whom she refers to publicly as Papa Bear. His real name is still unknown. Legal issues. After facing charges for failing to register as a sex offender in California, Minaj's husband Kenneth Petty was entered into the California Megan's Law database in 2020, having been convicted of attempted rape in 1995 in New York. He previously served nearly 4 years in prison for the mentioned crime. In August 2021, her husband's victim, named Jennifer Hoff, filed a lawsuit against the couple for alleged harassment and intimidation and alleged infliction of emotional distress, and did an interview about the mentioned lawsuit on the talk show The Real. Minaj has not addressed the accusations publicly, but has spoken about it in a private case filing. Minaj claimed she never asked Hoff to change her story and never offered her any money in return for a statement. Hoff later voluntarily dismissed the case against Minaj, whilst the case against Petty is still pending. Speaking to a federal judge, Hoff's lawyers expressed that they were going to refile the lawsuit in California due to jurisdictional issues, while Minaj's lawyers said that the refiling was a frivolous gambit to avoid a sanctions motion and that their claims received an aggressive response. Feuds. Minaj has been embroiled in several feuds with other artists, including female rappers Lil Kim, Remy Ma, Cardi B, Latto, and Megan Thee Stallion. After Lil Kim and media critics noticed resemblances between Minaj and her on the Sucka Free mixtape, Lil Kim accused Minaj of copying her image, saying, "If you are going to steal my swag, you gonna have to pay. Something gotta give. You help me, I help you. That's how it goes to me." Minaj's single Roman's Revenge with Eminem was believed by critics to be a response to Lil Kim's comments, although at the time she denied this. However, in a 2018 interview with Genius, Minaj seemingly confirmed that the track Roman's Revenge was about the feud, saying, "Someone got at me. A veteran got at me, and I hit them with Roman's Revenge, and then I kept on going." Lil Kim reignited the feud following the release of her mixtape Black Friday, an album that directly referenced Nicki Minaj, including artwork that showed Lil Kim decapitating Minaj with a sword. A fragment of Minaj's diss track Tragedy was released online in April 2011, featuring lyrics Pink Friday, Eminem, 8 Mile / It Must Hurt to sell your album on PayPal. Following the release of Minaj's second album, Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, critics suggested that the track Stupid Hoe may have contained attacks at Lil Kim. In 2007, Nicki Minaj released her debut mixtape, Playtime Is Over, featuring the song Dirty Money, on which she raps, "Tell that bitch with the crown to run it like Chris Brown," over the beat of rapper Remy Ma's song Yeah Yeah Yeah. Ma, who frequently referred to herself in lyrics as the Queen of Rap, believed the verse to be directed towards her and confronted Minaj during a release party about the lyric. Emma was later sentenced to 8 years in prison. Upon her release in 2014, Ma spoke kindly about Minaj in interviews, stating that she was supported by Minaj during her time in jail and that she wanted to record a song with her. However, Ma rapped several verses which fans perceived to be against Minaj, including in a cypher during the 2016 BET Hip Hop Awards, on her song Money Showers with Fat Joe, on a remix of the fresher song Wait a Minute, and in a freestyle on Funkmaster Flex's show on the radio station Hot 97 in 2017. Minaj featured on the song Swallow with Jason Derulo and Make Love with Gucci Mane, in which she took apparent shots at Ma, including criticizing her disses and mocking her low album sales. One day after the release of Make Love, Ma recorded and released the song Sheffer, a diss track in which she attacked Minaj for allegedly using a ghostwriter, her alleged plastic surgery, her fashion, her record deal, and the child sexual assault charges against Minaj's brother, and more. Minaj responded on Instagram by posting a screenshot of an article showing the opening week sales of Ma's album Plata o Plomo, as well as a video of Beyoncé calling Minaj a rap queen. Ma later released a second diss track directed at Minaj, Another One. In response, Minaj released No Frauds with Drake and Lil Wayne, a diss track aimed at Remy Ma whose title and chorus references the lyric I swear to God, this chick a real fraud from Another One. In No Frauds, Minaj criticizes Ma for her time in jail and her record sales, while also accusing Ma of getting plastic surgery and not being able to get clearance from Jay-Z to include the remix of All the Way Up on Plata o Plomo. Following its release, Minaj posted to Instagram, writing that she was issuing a challenge to Ma, giving her 72 hours to drop a hit and promising her $500,000 if she was able to book any show or interview without mentioning Minaj, adding, "Here at Young Money, we don't do diss records, we drop hit records and diss you on them." She also responded to critics who criticized the delayed timing of her response to Ma, writing, "The greats took 3 months to respond to diss records. Queens don't move on peasant time. No Frauds was negatively received by critics, who felt that it was not as impressive as Mos Sheffer and that the appearance of Drake and Lil Wayne on the diss track was a mistake. At a New York Fashion Week after-party in September 2018, fellow rapper Cardi B threw one of her high-heel shoes at Minaj and attempted to physically attack her. Bodyguards intervened before she could reach Minaj, leaving her a large bump on her forehead. Following the altercation, she alleged on Instagram that Minaj had previously liked social media comments that spoke negatively of Cardi B's ability to take care of her newborn daughter. Minaj denied the allegations on her Queen radio show, claiming she would never talk about anyone's child or parenting, and expressed embarrassment at the fight. She accused Cardi B of building her career off of sympathy and payola and of bribing DJs and radio outlets with sex to play her records. Minaj also criticized Cardi B's rapping ability, saying, "Do you know what it's like to sit in your room for hours writing raps? You came into my fucking culture. I never had to fuck a DJ to play my songs." Minaj also called Cardi B a disgusting pig for allegedly cyberbullying a guest caller on Minaj's show and for unearthed posts calling dark-skinned black women cockroaches. In 2022, a feud ignited between Minaj and fellow rapper Latto after Minaj went on Instagram Live to express her frustration with her song Super Freaky Girl reportedly being placed in the pop categories instead of the rap categories for voting consideration at the 65th Annual Grammy Awards. By way of comparison, Minaj mentioned Latto's 2021 song Big Energy being potentially considered for the rap categories, saying that if Minaj's own single is not being qualified as a rap song, neither should be Latto's. She further alleged that there is a concerted effort to give newer artists things that they really don't deserve and that soon the female rap genre will no longer have any black women, which was taken to be a dig against Latto, whose mother is white and father is black. Latto then tweeted, "Damn, I can't win for losing. All these awards/noms I can't even celebrate," which was perceived as a response to Minaj's commentary. Minaj responded with a tweet calling Latto a Karen, a term typically reserved for white women, and criticizing her for previously claiming to be a fan yet not standing up for her. Latto then tweeted that she agreed with Minaj's case but felt the way she brought up Latto's song seems malicious, alleging that Minaj had been making subliminal tweets about her and had said on the phone that Latto is not flourishing and that no one cares about her little song. This sparked a heated back-and-forth exchange of tweets, in which Latto insulted Minaj's age and her family members by saying she is married and related to rapists, while Minaj insulted Latto's appearance for looking like the one pushing 40 and for wiping that spray tan off and being a Karen, continuing to use the slang term usually for white women. The back-and-forth carried on through the night, with Latto airing out past subliminal digs by Minaj and Minaj posting a screenshot of a text Latto sent her, followed by Latto releasing an audio recording of a phone conversation the two had. In the end, Minaj deleted all of her tweets to Latto, only leaving behind a video clip of Whitney Houston laughing uncontrollably in a music video, while Latto continued to declare that Minaj is a 40-year-old bully. Although having collaborated on the 2019 single Hot Girl Summer, Minaj's relationship with fellow rapper Megan Thee Stallion grew cold after Megan collaborated with Cardi B on their 2020 single WAP'd Out. In response, Minaj threw subliminal shots at Megan in her 2023 singles Red Ruby Da Sleaze and FTCU, both of which make references to the 2020 shooting of Megan by Tory Lanez, according to critics and fans. In 2024, Megan Thee Stallion released the song Hiss, in which she raps the line that people don't be mad at Megan, but that they're mad at Megan's law, naming the law regarding sex offenders, believing it to be directed at her and her husband, registered sex offender Kenneth Petty. Minaj took to Instagram Live to preview her own song, a diss track against Megan called Bigfoot, alluding to the shooting of Megan's foot. For the next several days, Minaj continued to attack Megan on social media, calling the rapper a pathological and manipulative liar, accusing her of winning fraudulent awards, and describing her as a flop compared to her own success. She addressed Megan on Instagram Live by saying, "You bringing up 30-year-old T from when this man was a 15-year-old child. You bringing up 30-year-old T 'cause no man will ever fucking love you, and lying on your dead mother," referencing Megan's mother, who died of brain cancer in March 2019. On the radio app Stationhead, Minaj continued to discuss Megan's mother, as well as Tory Lanez and former collaborator DaBaby. "You let everyone be thrown under the bus. You let DaBaby be thrown under the bus, Tory, your best friend, your mom. You better go conjure up your mother and apologize. That's disgusting." Megan posted an Instagram story where she was doubled over with her left hand on her mouth, seemingly laughing at Minaj's response. 2 days after the release of Hiss, Minaj released the song Bigfoot, a diss track against Megan Thee Stallion. A few hours prior to the release of Bigfoot, Minaj disclosed that her team was waiting for producer Lil Juju to clear the beat that she had for 6 years and suggested that Megan tried to prevent the diss track from coming out. In the song, Minaj taunts Megan over her dead mother, her appearance, and her ex-boyfriend Partisan Fontaine. Various publications reported that the song was poorly received by critics and fans, who criticized the production, the rap flow, and the shots at Megan for being lacking in quality. On the 5th day of Minaj's continued intense fixation with Megan following Hiss, as Rolling Stone labeled it, she speculated on Twitter Spaces that Megan's management company, Roc Nation, had launched a smear campaign against her and accused Megan of seeking sympathy as a victim of violence to further her career, saying she wanted a Rihanna moment so bad, an allusion to Chris Brown's 2009 assault on Rihanna. Often referred to as the Queen of Rap, she is known for her musical versatility, animated rap flow, and alter egos. She first gained recognition after releasing 3 mixtapes between 2007 and 2009. Minaj's debut album, Pink Friday, 2010, topped the U.S. Billboard 200 chart. The single Super Bass reached number 3 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart and was later certified diamond by the Recording Industry Association of America, RIA. Its follow-up, Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, 2012, explored dance pop and topped the Billboard 200 and spawned the hit single Starships. Her next album, The Pink Print, 2014, marked a return to her hip-hop roots. The second single, Anaconda, peaked at number 2 on the Hot 100. She achieved her first 2 U.S. #1 singles in 2020 with the collaboration Say So remix with Doja Cat and Trolls with 6ix9ine. In 2022, she earned her first solo #1 on the Hot 100 with Super Freaky Girl, the lead single from her 5th album, Pink Friday 2, 2023, which also debuted atop the Billboard 200. Minaj is one of the world's best-selling music artists with over 100 million records sold. Billboard ranked her as the top-selling female rapper of the 2010s and one of the greatest rappers of all time. She has the most #1 albums, 3, and top 10 songs, 23, in the U.S. for a female rapper. Her various accolades include 9 American Music Awards, 8 MTV Video Music Awards, including the 2022 Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award, 12 BET Awards, 5 Billboard Music Awards, a Brit Award, 3 Guinness World Records and 11 Grammy Awards nominations. In 2016, Time included her on their annual list of the 100 most influential people in the world. Outside of music, her other ventures have included voice roles in the animated films Ice Age, Continental Drift, 2012, and The Angry Birds Movie 2, 2019, and supporting roles in the films The Other Woman, 2014, and Barbershop, The Next Cut, 2016. On television, she served as a judge on the 12th season of American Idol, 2013. Throughout her career, Minaj's outspoken views, feuds with several rappers, her personal life, and her fanbase have received significant controversy. Artistry. Musical style. When I started rapping, people were trying to make me like the typical New York rapper, but I'm not that. No disrespect to New York rappers, but I don't want people to hear me and know exactly where I'm from. Minaj on her rapping style in a Billboard interview. Minaj is known for her animated rapping style and unique flow. Her rapping is distinctive for its speed and the use of alter egos and accents, primarily British Cockney. She often both sings and raps in her songs, and has made use of metaphors, punchlines, and wordplay. The alter egos are incorporated with her lyrics in British accents, Roman Zelensky, or soft-spokenness, Haruka Barbie. Ice-T said about Minaj's rapping style, "Minaj does her thing. She has her own way of doing it. She has an ill vocal delivery. She kind of reminds me of a female Busta Rhymes, like how she throws her voice in different directions." John Caramanica of the New York Times called Minaj a sparkling rapper with a gift for comic accents and unexpected turns of phrase. She's a walking exaggeration, outsize in sound, personality and look. And she's a rapid evolver, discarding old modes as easily as adopting new ones. Although many critics describe her technique as bubblegum rap, Minaj said, "What people don't know is that before I was doing that craziness I was doing me, I was just doing regular-sounding rap that anyone could hear and identify with. But once I started doing all that weird shit I am not mad at it because it got everyone's attention." Robbie Seabrook 3 of XXL included Minaj in list of most unique flows from rappers over the last 5 years, saying that she has solidified her spot as a leader of the pack for her animated flows, inspiring many other women in hip-hop to play with their vocals. She goes from campy to bellicose, excited to eccentric, oftentimes all on one song. Noted as a rap artist, she also occasionally lends herself to electronic music genres, especially electropop. Pink Friday marked her exploration of the genres, spawning electro songs including the pop-laden super bass, also combining rap with synthesizer music. Minaj's second album, Pink Friday Roman Reloaded, had a number of electro-hop and electro-pop songs: HOV Lane, Whip It, Automatic, Come on a Cone, Young Forever, Fire Burns, Roman Holiday, The Boys and Bees in the Trap. While Starships is a Eurodance song. Her verse on Kanye West's Monster was critically acclaimed and contributed greatly to her popularity. Many critics said she had the best verse in the song. West claimed at one point he considered deleting her verse from the track because he was worried it would outshine his own work. "It was like that moment when I thought about taking Nicki's verse off of Monster because I knew people would say that was the best verse on the best hip-hop album of all time or arguably top 10 albums of all time. And I would do all that work, 8 months of work on Dark Fantasy, and people to this day would say to me my favorite thing was Nicki Minaj's verse. So if I let my ego get the best of me instead of letting that girl get the shot to get that platform to be all she could be, I would take it off or marginalize her, try to stop her from having that shining moment." Tara Colley of The Conversation described Minaj as a preeminent female rapper and that she has consistently straddled the distinct personas of gangsta boss and sexy pop siren without truly committing to either, and that her chameleonic ability matches some of rap's most verbose, witty, filthy and pop-friendly stars such as Eminem and Lil Wayne. Zoe Johnson of XXL stated that in recent years Minaj's beat selection has moved to refined production full of grit and hip-hop flair in recent years. Alter egos. Roman Zelensky redirects here. Not to be confused with Roman Polanski. With her parents frequently fighting during her childhood, Minaj lived through characters she created as a means of escape. She recalled that fantasy was my reality and her first identity was Cookie, who became Haruka Barbie, and, later, Nicki Minaj. In November 2010, Minaj assumed the alter ego Nicki Teresa, wearing a colorful headdress and calling herself Healer to her fans during a visit to the Garden of Dreams Foundation at Fuse Studios in New York. She introduced another alter ego, Rosa, pronounced with an exaggerated R, to commemorate her December 2010 appearance on Lopez Tonight. One of Minaj's most well-known alter egos is a demon inside her named Roman Zelensky, named after film director Roman Polanski with modified surname, Minaj's twin brother, whose character she assumes when she is angry. Roman has been compared to Eminem's alter ego Slim Shady, and on Roman's Revenge Minaj and Eminem collaborate as their alter egos. On her next album, she said that there would be a lot of Roman, and if you're not familiar with Roman, then you will be familiar with him very soon. He's the boy that lives inside of me. He's a lunatic and he's gay and he'll be on there a lot. Roman has a mother, Martha Zelensky, who appeared on Roman's Revenge with a British accent and singing on Roman Holiday for the first time. Martha appeared in the Moment for Life video as Minaj's apparent fairy godmother. In December 2023, in response to a fan inquiry on Martha ever returning, Minaj confirmed that Martha had died of old age. Influences. According to Minaj, rappers Jay-Z, left, Foxy Brown, center, and Lil Wayne, right, are her 3 biggest influences. Minaj cites Lil Wayne, Foxy Brown, and Jay-Z as major influences. "I can't even imagine my career, my creative spirit without Wayne. I feel like I'm still intertwined with him creatively." Minaj has called Lil Wayne her mentor and credited him with discovering her. On Foxy Brown and Jay-Z, Minaj said, "I really loved Foxy as a female rapper. I was really interested in her mind and her aura, and I was really, really into Jay-Z. Me and my friends in high school, we were reciting all of the Jay lyrics. His words were our words in our conversations all the time." She said, further, "I never really told Foxy how much she has influenced me and how much she changed my life," adding that Foxy Brown was the most influential female rapper for her. Minaj said in a T magazine interview in 2017, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Foxy Brown. Those are the three I keep in my head when I'm writing because they've influenced me so much. I feel like I'm a part of all of them. In 2023, Minaj revealed that popular music singer Whitney Houston is one of her major influences, stating, "I don't think people realize how much singing or singers like Whitney influenced me." Whitney's first album, I Know It front to back. Jada Pinkett Smith is one of Minaj's role models in her acting career. Minaj was inspired by R&B singer Monica, singing Why I Love You So Much at every talent show she entered. While performing in Atlanta as part of her Pink Friday tour, she called Monica one of her all-time greatest musical influences. Lauryn Hill is also one of Minaj's major influences, with Minaj quoting her lyrics in a high school yearbook. Minaj has also cited Beyoncé, Marilyn Monroe, Madonna, Enya, Eminem, Kanye West, Trina, Drake, Lil' Kim, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, Janet Jackson, Grace Jones, Britney Spears, Remy Ma and Missy Elliott as influences. She called Betsey Johnson a fashion inspiration. Betsey is a free spirit. When I met her the other day, I felt like I knew her for my whole life. She's so warm and considerate and caring. She's amazingly talented, and I've been wearing her clothes forever, so to meet her was like, yay. I was bowing down to her. She's dope. Minaj has also expressed appreciation for Cyndi Lauper's style and how her videos inspired her as a teenager. When I first went to get my hair colored, I was about 14 and I wanted blonde highlights. The beautician said, "No, you have to get your mother on the phone," and I was just crying and begging. I've always been experimenting. Cyndi Lauper's videos, that's what intrigued me. Public image. An Afro-American woman in a blonde wig and bright teal eyeshadow wears a shirt constructed of variously colored cotton balls. Early in her career, Minaj often wore colorful costumes, cosmetics, and wigs. Billboard listed Minaj as the fourth most active musician on social media on its March 2011 Social 50 chart. She is the most followed rapper on Instagram with over 229 million followers, the first to surpass 200 million followers, and one of the most followed musicians on the social media platform. On Twitter, she is one of the most followed rappers, with over 28 million followers on the app. As of February 2024, she was the most followed rapper on Twitter in 2012. BT has named Minaj as a gay icon. Minaj was a vocal proponent of streams counting towards an artist's RIAA certifications. The organization later announced in 2016 that it would be modernizing the certification process for albums, including on-demand audio and video streams. Minaj has been called as a fashion icon by Allure, Time, XXL, and has been called a camp style icon by Refinery 29. She has cited Alexander McQueen, Gianni Versace, and Christian Louboutin as her favorite designers. The Huffington Post described her style as risk-taking and far out, with bold sartorial choices. Minaj has been included on the annual Maxim Hot 100 list several times. In 2014, Minaj underwent a reinvention in her image, sporting a natural and softer look. Wearing fewer wigs and less colorful costumes, she stated that she went so far to the other side that there's only one place to go. From there, you can either continue doing costumes or you can just say, hey, guess what? This will shock them even more. Doing nothing will shock them even more. Her physique, notably her buttocks, has attracted significant attention from the media. Early in her career, she made autographing breasts part of her movement to empower women. In 2010, she said that although she originally felt obligated to mimic the provocative behavior of the female rappers of her day, she intended to subdue her sexuality because she wants people, especially young girls, to know that in life, nothing is going to be based on sex appeal. You've got to have something else to go with that. Minaj talked about feminism in an interview with Vogue in 2015, saying, "There are things that I do that feminists don't like, and there are things that I do that they do like. I don't label myself. I just say the truth about what I feel. I feel like women can do anything that they put their minds to." In 2018, an interview with Elle, in which she discussed sex workers, her own sex appeal, and sexuality in music and on social media, attracted criticism. In the New York Times Magazine, music critic Vanessa Grigoriadis said that Minaj has become expert at modeling the ways that women can wield power in the industry. But she has also drawn attention to the ways in which power can be embodied by a woman standing up for herself and speaking her own mind. The cover art and music video for her 2014 single, Anaconda, attracted significant media attention upon release. The music video was viewed 19.6 million times in its first 24 hours of release. The Guardian called the video racy, but noted that she doesn't shy from ruffling her audience's feathers, while others praised Minaj for owning her sexuality. Examining her work through a feminist perspective, another writer for The Guardian said, of the Anaconda video, Minaj turns the classic song into a conversation and refuses to let the camera objectify her lap dance by keeping it zoomed out at a distance. Minaj's fanbase, known as the Barbs, have been reported as often being militant towards Minaj's critics, including incidents of reported doxing, cyberbullying, and death threats. Philanthropy. Katy Perry left, and Minaj performed for service members during the 2010 VH1 Divas Salute the Troops concert. In 2010, Minaj performed a cover of Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, alongside singer Katy Perry, for service members during the 2010 VH1 Divas Salute the Troops concert. The two would later collaborate in 2017 on Swish Swish. In 2011, Mattel created a Barbie doll with Minaj's likeness to auction for Project Angel Food, a charity that provides food for people afflicted with HIV and AIDS. In 2012, in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy, Minaj donated $15,000 to the food bank for New York City and held a turkey drive at her alma mater, PS 45. In May 2017, Minaj offered via Twitter to pay college tuition fees and student loans for 30 of her fans. She appeared to grant their requests, ranging from $500 to school supplies to $6,000 for tuition, promising to respond to more requests in a month or two. She also announced that she would launch an official charity for student loans and tuition payments in the near future. In the same month, Minaj revealed on Instagram that she has been donating money to a village in India for a few years via her pastor, Lydia Slowly. These donations helped the village get a computer center, a tailoring institute, a reading program, and 2 water wells. "This is the kind of thing that makes me feel the most proud," she said about the new additions to the village. In August 2017, after Hurricane Harvey hit the city of Houston, Texas, Minaj answered a social media challenge by comedian and actor Kevin Hart and donated $25,000 to the Red Cross, saying she was praying for everyone there. On September 4, 2018, Minaj appeared as a guest and performed several songs on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Throughout the episode, Minaj and DeGeneres, with the participation of Walmart, gave out over $150,000 in donations to fans. In 2019, Minaj pulled out of headlining a concert in Saudi Arabia following online backlash from activists, after women's rights activist Lajain Al-Hathlal was detained and arrested for speaking out against the Saudi regime. Minaj was praised by Thor Halvorson of the Human Rights Foundation, who criticized her initial plan to perform in a letter, and released a statement saying, after careful reflection, "I believe it is important for me to make clear my support for the rights of women, the LGBTQ community, and freedom of expression." In 2020, Minaj donated $25,000 to the St. Jude's Home for Girls School after visiting the school in her native country of Trinidad. In a speech, Minaj encouraged the girls to push through hard obstacles, even referencing her own experience with domestic violence. "I've experienced being in a home with domestic violence. I've experienced, being at a very difficult crossroads in my life as a teenager. And sometimes as a teenager when things happen, you feel like there's no up from there." In the same year, following the release of Minaj and 6ix9ine collaboration, Trolls, Minaj announced that a portion of the proceeds from the song, along with profits from all merchandise, will go towards the Bail Project amid the Black Lives Matter protests sparked by the murder of George Floyd. In April 2024. Minaj was one of over 200 artists who signed an open letter speaking to and asking for safety from the predatory use of AI in the music industry. Legacy. Various media outlets, such as Billboard, Time, Enemy, Rolling Stone, NBC News, and Cosmopolitan, have referred to Minaj as the Queen of Rap, and the New York Times, the Washington Post, NPR, and the Los Angeles Times have referred to her as the Queen of Hip Hop. Several media outlets, including the New York Times, Evening Standard, and Nylon, have also called her one of the most influential rappers. Minaj was ranked as the 10th greatest rapper of all time on Billboard and Vibe's list of the 50 Greatest Rappers, 2023. In 2012, John Caramanica of The New York Times called Minaj the most influential female rapper of all time, and in 2015 Vanessa Grigoriadis from It's magazine called her the world's biggest female rap superstar. In Evening Standard, Jockin Embley called her one of the most influential rap artists of all time, saying that everything she does is bold, fearless, and distinct, whether that be her eye-popping stage attire or her expertly delivered lyrics, which stare gender and race dead in the eye. Zoe Johnson from XXL called her one of the most versatile MCs and that she has made millions off upbeat pop hits and traditional hip-hop sounds that cater to both her femininity and her assertive side. For NPR Music, Soumya Krishnamurti noted that Minaj has portrayed the quirky, life-size Barbie, glamorous vixen in Girl Next Door, arguing that she changed the landscape for artists in hip-hop for the past decade with said alter egos. In 2017, Patrick Sandberg of Dazed argued that Minaj has surpassed every other female hip-hop artist to become the most successful in history. In 2017 in 2020, Nick Soulsby of Pop Matters called her the best female rapper and the best rapper of the past 10 years, no gender preposition required. Glamour included Minaj in their list of 104 women who defined 2010's pop culture. In XXL, Madeline Roth commented that Minaj has helped birth a new generation of rappers that mimic her style. She has influenced several artists, including Tinashe, Cher Lloyd, Cupcake, Billie Eilish, Lil Nas X, Ms. Banks, Asian Doll, Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, Latto, Shinsia, B.A., Lakeya, Luisa Sonza, Koi Lure, Malaya Bamich, City Girls, Baby Tate, Ice Spice, Rico Nasty, Flo Milli, Ivorian Doll, Angel Hayes, Ruby Rose, and Saweetie. Billboard credited her for bringing female rap back to the mainstream in the U.S. With over 140 features, the magazine has called Minaj a rap and pop icon, adding that she's been one of popular music's most reliable guest performers, notching dozens of chart hits as a supporting presence on other artists' singles. Minaj has been credited by Complex for being able to take a simple song and turn it into a smash hit just because she's featured on it. In 2012, Caramanica in The New York Times said that Minaj became a nimble, evocative rapper. She became an intricate lyricist. She became a thoughtful singer. She became a risky performer. She invented new personae. More than any other rapper in the mainstream, she pushed hard against expectations, with no one around to compare herself to, or for others to compare her to. She became her own. In 2014, NPR's Eric Nielsen said that Minaj's success over the last decade has stood as an exception to the unwritten rule that women rappers no longer have a place among elite artists. Nylon writer, Demisha Inman, also credited Minaj for her influence, which stands as one of the most successful rappers of the millennium, also going on to say that Minaj battled misogyny and industry bias against black women to carve her own identity and sound, thus impacting her career. Complex also commented that, from her bold outfits to her multicolored wigs, Minaj used confidence that inspired others who were watching closely. She doesn't need anything but her art to speak for itself. Achievements. Main article, list of awards and nominations received by Nicki Minaj. Minaj is the recipient of numerous accolades, including 9 American Music Awards, 12 BET Awards, 8 BET Hip Hop Awards, 4 Billboard Music Awards, 8 MTV Video Music Awards, 10 MTV Europe Music Awards, 4 People's Choice Awards, 1 Soul Train Music Award, and 14 Choice Awards. Minaj has received a total of 10 Grammy Award nominations. She received her first Grammy nomination in 2010 for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group, My Chick Bad with Ludacris. In 2012, Minaj received 3 nominations, including Best New Artist and Best Rap Album, Pink Friday. In 2014, she received her second nomination for Best Rap Album, The Pink Print. She has won the MTV Video Music Award for Best Hip Hop Video 4 times, Super Bass, Anaconda, Chun-Li, and Do We Have a Problem? And has won the Best Female Video Award once, Starships. Minaj is the first woman to have appeared on the Forbes Hip Hop Cash Kings list since its inception in 2007, having made 4 consecutive appearances between 2011 and 2014. In 2010, Minaj became the first female solo artist to have 7 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 simultaneously, and the first woman to appear on MTV's annual Hottest MC list since its inception in 2007. In 2011, Minaj was ranked 6th on the Rolling Stone Master Ranking of the Kings of Hip Hop, which is based on record sales and social media metrics. She is the only rapper to win the BET Award for Best Female Hip Hop Artist 7 consecutive times. In 2013, Minaj became the most charted female rapper on the Billboard Hot 100 at the time, with 44 entries, tying Mariah Carey as seventh among women of all genres. Minaj has 21 top 10 singles on the chart, the most for any female rapper, with 6 of those being solo songs. In 2017, Minaj broke the record for most Hot 100 entries by any female artist, surpassing Aretha Franklin, and in 2018, she became the first female artist to accumulate 100 entries on the Hot 100. She held the mentioned record for most Hot 100 entries by a female artist until it was broken in December 2020 by singer-songwriter Taylor Swift. She is the female artist with the second most Hot 100 entries, behind Swift. In 2019, Billboard Women in Music awarded her with the Game Changer Award. In 2019, her collaboration with Karol G, named Tusa, received 2 nominations at the Latin Grammys. The song became the longest-running #1 single on the Argentina Hot 100, having spent 25 weeks on the position, 479, 204. In 2020, Minaj became the second female rapper to chart at #1 on the Hot 100 more than once with her 6ix9ine collaboration Trolls. She also became the second woman to debut atop the chart since Lauryn Hill in 1998 in the same year. She also was the most streamed female rapper on Spotify. In 2021, the music video for Anaconda became the first female rap solo song to reach 1 billion views on YouTube. In total, Minaj has 8 music videos with more than 1 billion views across all credits on YouTube, becoming the first female rapper to do so. She is only one of 2 female artists to have 8 music videos reaching more than 1 billion views, tying with Rihanna. In 2016, she was listed on the Time 100 annual list of the most influential people in the world. She was also featured on one of the physical covers of the issue. Complex ranked her 8th on their list of best rappers of the 2010s, being the only female rapper on the list, and named her Best Rapper Alive of 2014. Other activities. Fragrances. Minaj promoting her first fragrance, Pink Friday, in 2012. Minaj has a line of fragrances first launched in September 2012. She partnered with Give Back Brands to introduce her first fragrance, Pink Friday, which was nominated for 3 Fifi Awards for Fragrance of the Year, Best Packaging, and Media Campaign of the Year. Flanker editions Pink Friday, Special Edition and Pink Friday, Deluxe Edition were released in April and December 2013 respectively. Her 4th fragrance, Minajesty, was launched in September 2013, followed by Minajesty Exotic Edition, which was released exclusively to the Home Shopping Network in June 2014. This was followed by the launch of her 6th fragrance, Onika, in September 2014. A year later, in 2015, Minaj released the Pink Print, her 7th fragrance, in support of her 3rd studio album of the same name. In 2016, Minaj launched her 8th fragrance, Trini Girl. In 2018, in support of her 4th studio album, she released her 9th fragrance, Queen. Minaj's 10th fragrance, Pink Friday 2, was released to JCPenney in December 2023, in support of her 5th album of the same name. It was released early on the outlet's web store and retail stores for a limited time, with no prior announcement, in late November. Minaj revealed she did not know about the initial release. The fragrance was also released on Amazon in December 2023. Products and endorsements. Minaj has been affiliated with several manufacturing companies and has endorsed several products during her career. In November 2010, she collaborated with MAC Cosmetics and launched the lipstick Pink for Friday, which was sold for 4 consecutive Fridays, to promote her debut studio album Pink Friday. In 2011, Mattel crafted a Barbie doll with the avatar of Minaj, inspired by the rapper's likeness, for charity, which she described as a major moment in her career. It was auctioned on the Charity Buzz website. Proceeds benefited nonprofit Project Angel Food. A spokesperson for Mattel stated that Barbie is obviously a pop culture icon, and Nicki is a big part of pop culture and also huge within the fashion industry, as well as a big Barbie fan. Matthew Perpetua of Rolling Stone stated that the Minaj Barbie doll is notable in that the rapper has made Barbie dolls a crucial part of her aesthetic. Minaj helped introduce the Casio TRYX in Times Square and created a 6-piece nail polish collection for OPI products with colors named after her songs. In February 2012, Minaj launched her own range of lip products for MAC Cosmetics Viva Glam. In April 2012, Minaj helped launch the Nokia Lumia 900 in Times Square. The following month, Minaj appeared in television and internet advertisements for Pepsi's Live for Now campaign, which featured a remix of her single Moment for Life. She endorsed the 2012 Viva Glam campaign with Ricky Martin, which raised $270 million for the MAC AIDS Fund and was the face of the lip product line that year. Along with him, with designer Jeremy Scott, Minaj signed an endorsement deal with Adidas for the brand's fall and winter 2012 campaign to appear in internet advertisements and commercials for Adidas Originals. Set to her song, Masquerade, her segment of the advertisement was filmed in Brooklyn and also featured Big Sean, Derrick Rose, Sky Ferreira and 2NE1 and other locations worldwide. She fronted the Viva Glam Spring campaign by herself, which also introduced her limited edition lip product collection, Nicki 2-inch, which was launched in early 2013. In February 2013, Minaj starred in Blue Water Comics' Fame biographical comic series. With her comic book, titled Fame, Nicki Minaj, she partnered with Beats Electronics to introduce her Pink Pill speakers in April 2013, appearing with DeRay Davis in a commercial for the speakers. That same month, she introduced her lifestyle product line, the Nicki Minaj Collection for Kmart. Composed of clothing, accessories, and houseware. In June 2013, Minaj and Mona Scotyon launched MYX Fusions, a line of fruit-infused, single-serve Moscato wine beverages. Minaj is a co-owner, creative director, and ambassador of the brand. Throughout 2014, Minaj released spring, summer, and fall-themed clothing collections for Kmart. Minaj was the face of Roberto Cavalli's Spring-Summer 2015 campaign. In March 2015, it was announced that Minaj was a co-owner of the music streaming service Tidal. The service specializes in lossless audio and high-definition music videos. In addition to Minaj and company owner Jay-Z, 16 stakeholders including Beyoncé, Madonna, Rihanna, and Kanye West own a 3% equity stake in the service. In November 2015, Minaj released a holiday capsule clothing collection for Kmart and its affiliated e-commerce platform, Shop Your Way, and a limited edition couture collection which was available via Kmart and her website. In September 2017, she released two lipsticks called Nicki's Nude and The Pink Print, named after her third studio album, in collaboration with MAC Cosmetics. In November 2017, Minaj starred in H&M's holiday campaign along with Anna Ewers, Maria Carla Bascono, Jesse Williams, Charlie Fraser, and Ella Beatty Danny. In March 2018, the rapper appeared in a commercial for the Mercedes-Benz A-Class CAR. In August 2018, Minaj starred in the trailer for EA Sports' Madden NFL 19 video game alongside Lil Dicky, Quavo, and other celebrities. The following month, she appeared alongside Gucci Mane, Bella Thorne, Tommy Dorfman, Yuan, and Jonathan Bellini in the campaign for Italian clothing brand Diesel's Haute Couture collection. She also co-designed a t-shirt and denim jacket, titled The Bad Guy. In November 2018, she co-starred with Quavo and Saturday Night Live member Chris Redd in the holiday campaign for Madden NFL 19. In 2019, Minaj announced a collaboration with luxury fashion house Fendi. Chief Executive Officer Serge Brunswig stated the brand shares great affinity with her. Minaj represents the fun aspect of the brand, and that the collaboration made sense. A capsule collection titled Fendi Prints on After by the lyric containing the same words on her 2018 single, Chun-Li, was released on October 14, 2019. In March 2022, Minaj fronted the campaign for the Heaven Spring 2022 collection by Marc Jacobs. In May, she was named the new creative director of American men's magazine Maxim and became the global ambassador and advisor for Maxim Bet, a sports betting brand launched by the magazine. She also came on board as a stakeholder. In July, Minaj collaborated with Rap Snacks and released her own potato chip flavor, Barbie K Honey Truffle. The following month, Mattel sued Rap Snacks, claiming the company violated the Barbie trademark and had made a deliberate and calculated choice to do so. The lawsuit was settled in September after the company changed the snack's name to Barbie Quinn. Minaj released a variety pack with Rap Snacks in October and a Nacho Nachos flavor in March 2023, inspired by her 2023 single, Red Ruby de Sleaze. Also in October, the rapper appeared alongside Lil Baby, Kane Brown, Pete Davidson, and Bukayo Saka in a trailer for the first-person shooter video game, Call of Duty: Modern Warfare 2. In March 2024, Minaj launched her press-on nails line, Pink Friday Nails. A vegan and cruelty-free brand, it was launched DTC via its web store, and later made available via Shopify as well. Pop-up stations dedicated to the range were held exclusively to VIP ticket holders on the Pink Friday 2 World Tour. In April, she and British apparel brand Losai released a sneaker collection. Minaj clarified that the association was not a sponsorship. She is an owner and partner. Losai announced that month that Minaj joined the brand as a co-owner and investor. Heavy on It Records. On March 3, 2023, Minaj announced the launch of her record label Imprint on an episode of her radio show, Queen Radio. Minaj did not reveal the name of the label, but did say her longtime friend Patty Duke Lauren has signed on as the label's A&R. Minaj also unveiled her starting roster: Nana Fofi, Tate Kobang, Rico Dana, and London Hill. On March 13, 2023, Minaj revealed the name of her imprint as Heavy on It Records. The label currently has a venture with Republic Records. Gaming. A playable character model of Minaj in her Red Ruby persona was released as downloadable content to the first-person shooter video game, Call of Duty: Modern Warfare 2 in July 2023 alongside those of rappers Snoop Dogg and 21 Savage to commemorate the 50th anniversary of hip-hop music's origin. Her character marked the first woman operator of the game. On December 8, 2023, she and Roblox introduced the virtual world Gag City on the game platform to promote her fifth album, Pink Friday 2, 2023. Days before the launch, Minaj's fanbase, the Barbs, heavily circulated AI-generated content of the fan-made cityscape Gag City, a pink futuristic metropolis inspired by the cover artwork of the album, which the rapper herself coined on her social media.